Okay, Wes, we're going to take a look at your last lesson. The first thing we want to do is recognize that the swing on the left is your old move, and then the one on the right is the drill that we had you do. Keep in mind that we've talked about this in the past, is you're getting too much shoulder tilt here, which is dropping the head way behind the golf ball, and it's also dropping the spine, or it's creating too much spine tilt. And the tendency when we see an individual that has too much spine tilt is that they're going to normally hit behind the ball, which will cause them to hit thin shots, or they'll hit way behind the ball in general. So we want to keep in mind that we're trying to position the head more in between the feet and not off of the right leg. The setup here is a little bit better. Okay, we still maybe have the head position a little too far off the right leg, but I really believe that was because the ball position was moving too far forward. You know, we're at a different stretch with your swing right now, so when we're doing these exercises, the ball position should be where the club face is here, a little bit more in the middle of the feet. So let's take you through your swing from the other day. We'll go ahead and play it in real motion. All right, good. Just a couple of things. I think you're moving your body much better. You've definitely shortened your arm swing. You don't look as long and loose up at the top, but that's what we're still trying to accomplish, is making sure that you don't get too handsy at the top of your swing. So we're going to take it back in slow motion here, just show you a couple of things that are happening. The spine moves off the ball quite a bit. Weight transfers a little bit too far to the outside part of the foot. But again, we are doing better with this move. And then we come down into it. And I want you to pay close attention through impact here. We talked the other day about how your right index finger kind of flips through your left knuckle. Remember the first knuckle of your left hand here. When we talked about it, it gave you a little bit better feedback on what you need to do through impact. But this left wrist should be in a flatter position. And what's happening is your right hand is just scooping through. So we're going to go to your drill now. And what we did is we took your index finger and pointed it down the side of the grip handle. We took it back with very little wrist action here. Now I want you to understand that your wrists at this point are starting to hinge up in the air. If they weren't hinging, then there's no way that we could get this shaft angle parallel to the ground. Now we talked about the swivel of the left wrist, and look how much flatter your left wrist is coming through the impact zone. Now in this video, we're actually swinging over top of the ball and then having you just hold your finish. But look at the release of the hands through here. This is a wonderful drill for you to do and try to emulate when you're hitting balls. Okay, that is a perfect motion right there. Look at your impact. That's where impact should take place, not back here. So notice how the left wrist is staying flatter because of the swivel of the left wrist. Very, very important. Look at the club face rotation. Beautiful job with your hands. I mean, most people don't understand the difference between a flippy move and using the hands properly, where we swivel a flat left wrist. Notice how the right index finger is turning over the left wrist. So this is what I want you to work on, this little exercise right here. But this looks really good. And look how you're getting extension through there. You're not forcing extension. It's just when the left wrist swivels properly, the right arm obviously extends past the left arm here. So you can see how your left arm is naturally folding, where the left elbow folds towards the left hip area. So that's a really good position right there. So keep up the good work, Wes. And that was a great lesson, but you got to really work hard on that left wrist swivel. And what I want you to really work on is trying to get your impact here as opposed to it being back here. So good job, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.